This is a great song, man. Fields of Gold by Sting came out in 1993. I remember very well. Those early 90s songs, man, it takes me right back there. It wasn't that long ago. This song is another Thunder Road by Springsteen, actually. The whole song is verses, 6 verses and 1 bridge. There are no choruses. It's just like Thunder Road. Sometimes it works, and these people are famous for a reason, and they come up with this stuff. So here we go. So I think what we're going to do with this, I broke it down in parts, and I think 6 parts, yeah, but the intro, that little B minor, just that it starts, and then the ending, they're not really parts. They're very short, actually. They're easy, like 10 seconds easy. So there are only 4 really main parts, but let's break this down. I'll show you the parts, but I think we'll go through from beginning to end like we did Desperado by the Eagles. It's easier that way. It moves, and I can show you the layout of the song that way. So here we go. So part 1, let me just show you the parts first, then we'll go through the whole song. The part 1 is that B minor, and you could hear strings. They're using synth, and you could hear the kind of floats between a B minor, a B sus2, and a B sus4, then back to a B minor. That's part 1. Part 2 is the verse, 2A, I should say. Verse number 1 and 3. They're both the same. Here's part 2. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. And then it goes to the B minor 7, then the D on verse 1 and 3, but the other ones it just goes walk in fields of gold, G over B, A, and then back to D. That's part 2, and then 2B is without the B minor 7. It just does. So let's see, that is part 2. So part 3 is the bridge, and that goes, that's after the 4th verse. So he goes, feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. Now right here's the bridge. I never made promises lightly. It just goes back and forth between the G and the D. And there have been some that are broken, but I swear in the days still left as we walk in fields of gold. And then it does an instrumental. It's pretty much the same chord pattern. And that's why I break the songs down like this. Once you break and you see the skeleton of it, or the meat of it, so to speak, it's really not that hard. Your mind recognizes exactly what parts change, and that's the way I do it. It just works that way, because I know if I don't write it down, I'll forget when I'm doing a tutorial of what chords are where in the song. Yeah, then the instrumental is part 4. I'll take it through. That's pretty much the same chords. And then the ending, the D sus4 D, and it ends on the D. So here we go. Let's just start the song right from the beginning. The intro is a B minor. If you guys have a synth or a keyboard, you want to use strings, something like that, but it's B minor, and then right when it goes, so it changes from a B minor to a B sus2. You'll remember me when the west wind moves on the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk the fields of gold. There's that B minor 7, G, and then D. So before we go through all the verses and go through the song, let me show you the pattern of the chords in the verses without saying anything. At least verse 1 and 3, with the B minor 7. Then we'll do the rest of the verses, which is even easier. It just eliminates that B minor 7. So here's the meat of the verses. So it's, you'll remember me, a B sus2, when the west wind moves, a G, upon the fields of barley. So that's a B sus2, G, and D. Then again, you'll forget the sun, B sus2, in his jealous sky. See how that's faster this time. It doesn't stay on the G. It goes, in his jealous sky, as we walk the fields of gold. And then it goes, so it's basically G over B, A, and then B minor 7. So it's basically B sus2, G, and then D. And then the second time around it goes B flats, or B sus2, you'll forget the sun, and then G and D. In his jealous sky, as we walk the fields of gold. So I'll just do it without saying anything. Here's the tempo of it. So right from the you'll remember me, you'll that B minor 7, G, D. Now we're going into verse 2. Here's 2B. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Now it goes right into the D. So it doesn't do the B minor 7 that it only does that in verses 1 and 3. So verse 2 is basically that same B sus2 G D, B sus2 G D, G over B A, and then D. So now we're at verse 3, which is the same as verse 1. We're back to 2A with that B minor 7. It only does it in the first and the third verses. It's a little bit longer, but so it goes like this. Verse 3, will you stay with me? Will you be my love on the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. Now it goes back to that B minor 7, G over B, A, and then D. They do the instrumental in the synth in the background, but the underlying chords are still the same. B sus2, G, D. Then it goes, you can hear the strings. So right back in the G over B, A, D. And then it gets, after that, it gets right into verse 5. So it goes, and it does it 3 times. When we walk the fields of gold. Yeah, we walk the fields of gold. Then it goes, does it 7 times, and on the 8th time it goes, and they end the song on the D. Let's go back to the beginning. I actually got the intro that I did from this, I saw YouTube, a girl, she must have been 18 or a young Norwegian girl, I think, and she did a beautiful piano cover of this song. She started out with the B minor, the G, and then the D. That's so I got that from her, but the original song just starts on a B minor. And that's pretty much part 1. So here we are back to the beginning. Like I say, the intro is the B minor. And it's just B minor chord. And they got synth strings in the background. That's what they're using. You could do. So it pretty much floats between a B minor, a B sus2, and a B sus4. Then it goes back to the B minor. That's part 1. And then part 2, here we go. So now we're into 2A. So you remember, so B sus2, you remember me, and then a G. When the west wind moves, stays on a G. Upon the fields of barley, you forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. And there's that B minor 7. And you can hear the strings in the background. So the tempo of that, I'll just do it slow without saying anything. So right from the you'll remember me, it goes, you'll So now we're into 2B. So she took her love for to gaze a while on the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Now that's when they end on the D. So let me just do 2B without saying anything. So right from the, so she took her love. So she... So see how he stops on the D. Now, right from that second verse, they go right into, without pause, they just go right into verse 3. So it goes. Now we're into 2A again. We're down here. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love? On the fields of barley, we'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. Now we're right back to that B minor 7, G, D. Now right into verse 4, which is 2B. The rest of them are 2B with just the G over B, A, D. So it's see the west wind move like a lover's soul on the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. And then right into, so after that fourth verse, here's where it goes into the bridge. And the bridge, all the bridges is G, D 3 times, and then G over B, A, D twice, which you already know. So the bridge goes, so here we're, let's go back. I'm getting ahead of myself. So at the end of verse 4, among the fields of gold. Now here we are at the bridge. I never made promises lightly, G. There have been some that are broken, that's a D. But I swear in the days still left, I walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. And then here we are to the instrumental. It's doing synth in the background. Now it gets right into verse 5. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. So that G over B, A, and then D, and then it gets right into the last verse, number 6. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. And that does it 3 times. G over B, A, D. When we walked in fields of gold. Now we're into the ending, which is just a D sus4 and a D. It goes. Does that 7 times, and on the 8th time it goes. And then they end on the D. Fields of Gold by Sting. I'll surprise you on the next couple. There'll be one's a really strong piano song, and another is a song from the 70s that I'm looking forward to playing by ear that I've been asked twice to do so far. So that's coming up next. Okay, you guys have a great night. See you soon on the next one. See ya.